for Kansas City.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The first carry down. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
48-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
The 48-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. Room here to run. And shutting him off down open field. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 48 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Lutz with the extra point. Well, look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And that makes the score 7-0. Oh, the Saints recovered it. New Orleans football. Well, they just scored. They got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Nice play defensively on first down. incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
5-yard line.
Throwing now is Breeze. Heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a Louisiana native is started nearby LSU. It's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
1st down, Kansas City.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Down at the 43-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. And a 1st down, Chiefs.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Saints 7, Chiefs nothing.
First down, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Number 87.
Travis Kelce, 57 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. To throw is Breeze. And that will be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's who's running back, Edwards-Helaire. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 1st down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run, it's Edwards-Helaire. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Butker on for the point after.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 5.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu there defensively to make the play.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Breeze to throw again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. Third down here.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He waits one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. On second down now, it's Bell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll run it with Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now here's Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Butker's kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Deontay Harris on the return. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. The final shot before half for Breeze. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We saw this franchise do this back in the 2009 Super Bowl. The Saints will start the second half with an onside kick. And the Saints recovered it. New Orleans football. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Throw's going to be incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And a short gain here down to the 22. Dorian O'Daniel, third-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
A gain of a yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carry.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
That's complete right around the 8. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Second and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for them.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. That's Alvin Kamara with a grab from Drew Brees. And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
Lining up for the point after.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Now Mahomes throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 11 on the
11 more on that one, and another first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 35. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Complete.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Kansas City.
This is Bell. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Bell. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Bell. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix control the football and stay ahead of the chains. I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Breeze now on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that should do it. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return will stop right around the 25. And that's the play, that pick by Mathieu, that will seal this football game.
The Honey Badger does it again. And I think one of the best nicknames that's ever been given. Just so inspired. He may not care, as Honey Badgers don't, but he understands how to get around the ball, and he just sealed another victory.
How do you know about the mental psyche of a Honey Badger?
That's always been the expression. The Honey Badger, he doesn't care.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes finding Tyreek Hill. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge. And someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Good for a Saint.
On 1st down, Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe when they're looking some safer routes after the breakaway from Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 57 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer.
Lining up for the point after.
But yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who could also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate him, he'll run past you or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big plays.
And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he is taken inside the 40, not quite to the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
11 on the play. 1st down, Chiefs. Today's final score, Chiefs.
Well, I know at
31,
points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.